everybody, welcome to episode 27 of the Sherlocks podcast. Alex is unfashionably, but fashionably late.
As usual.
We're back. Bit of a different one this week. We are currently in Amsterdam at a venue called Melkweg, I think it's pronounced.
Yep. Or the Milky Way.
Yeah. We've been here, half an hour, tops?
Pretty much, yeah.
Loaded in, gears getting set up. It's going to be a short and sweet podcast this week because we want to get out in the sunshine. Sunshine.
Absolutely red hot.
Yeah, it is.
It's cracking flags. What we've been up to? What have we been up to?
We've been touring.
I was trying to think of the first gig.
Antwerp in Belgium.
Antwerp.
Oh, so prior to the Antwerp show, we had a night out in Grimbergen.
Yeah.
A little night out. It wasn't like one bar.
I can't remember it.
I can't.
That's how good it was.
I honestly can't.
We were drinking out of bottles, nothing on top.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, there were 2 bars.
2 bars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just all...
No, I tell you what we did.
And a lot of crisp.
No, and cheese.
Yeah.
If you just said cheese,
And mustard.
Yeah, cheese and
we'd have
mustard.
got it straight away, yeah.
$3.50 for a massive plate of little cubed cheese.
You got a video of
A
it?
bit cheddary,
Photo.
mustard,
Maybe.
You got a photo?
demolished.
Yeah.
I got a photo.
Yeah, flash photo up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Class.
Let's get loads of edits in.
Trent's got to edit this bar tomorrow, so...
Yeah, and we're on tour. Yeah. And we've got a gig tomorrow.
But anyway, then we did Antwerp. Then we've debuted 2 new songs
Yeah.
Yeah.
off the new album, which is coming out.
16th of May.
Yeah, and we've really whipped them into shape. I think they sound in class.
Yep. Playing a song called How Are You Feeling? How Are You Feeling? Question mark.
What else? Everything Must Make Sense, Death of Me, Man on the Loose,
Bones.
Bones. But Bones, different version.
Proper version.
Yeah. Longer.
Souped up.
Epic endings.
Mm.
Yeah.
Lots of strobes going off.
I think we're in the slot now. Finding that sweet spot. Although I did balls up last night, just to out myself.
Well, my e-bar ran out of battery at one of the main bits, kicking in, and nothing really happened.
I kept on pressing my tuner by accident and muting myself on a solo. Idiot.
I remember my first gig.
Yeah, and then, what were it? Berlin, that was the first German gig. Then Hamburg, day off. We had a day off in Cologne.
Yeah.
We had a monster drive between the first and second gig, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
A beast.
6 hours more, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, 6 hours the next day. 2 hours after gig. No.
Neck ache.
And then we played Cologne last night. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Arguably the best. I think his favourites so far have been Hamburg,
Berlin.
Antwerp,
Berlin.
And all of them. All of them have
the
been
first
mint.
German one and the last one. Berlin and Cologne. Yeah, they've been really good shows. Last night was class. And then we got bought a shot.
Shot of doom.
Yeah.
I wondered when that was going to happen because that always seems to happen on these European tours.
I have actually got a video of that. Insert clip.
Insert.
It tasted like tomato soup with
It's the demon jail.
it had a kick on the back end.
It's your favourite shot, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's basically just a Bloody Mary shot. Class.
I had a beer.
I really did enjoy it.
I enjoyed it after.
I really enjoyed it. Thought it was decent.
When I shot at it, I thought, nah, this is not for me. And then seconds after, I thought, it's all right.
Yeah,
But
it's
I'd
good.
still leave it there, though. It's all right.
But I'm partial to a spiced tomato mix in the morning. I had one in, where was it?
Yeah.
Antwerp.
Yeah.
Well, you were saying if you didn't drink, as many people don't drink these days, that's becoming more popular. You said rather than drink alcohol-free beers, you'd drink tomato juice.
I would, quite happily. Not just passata. It's carrying around litres of passata around to the Dol Mio, man. No, honestly, it's so good. I've not seen one yet. Since, but if I see another, It's going in my bag.
We got made these bracelets, didn't
Yeah, we're all wearing it.
we? We're all wearing them.
Somebody give us
Kindly made us personalised bracelet with his name on.
very cool, very cool.
You've got the gold stars, I see.
Yeah, there we go.
Gold.
Yeah, I'm silver.
I'm silver. Oh, he's
And gold.
You got first prize.
Yeah.
And that pretty much concludes where we're up to so far. Been a good trip. So we've got Amsterdam tonight, which should be class, and then Paris tomorrow. And apparently that's on a boat.
Yeah. Playing on a boat tomorrow.
Is it on the River Seine?
Don't know.
I don't know either. I didn't know we were playing on a boat until about when we're driving here.
Yeah.
See, I want to get on a boat today. Down the canal.
Go for it.
Certainly getting on. We went round scooters actually. We had a very good session on them yesterday in Cologne.
Fantastic.
But it's the best way to get around.
Yeah.
Don't get taxis. Get on a little scooter or a bike.
Get yourself a little day pass. Or
Yeah.
a 60-minute pass.
Fresh air. You see everywhere. So much quicker.
Yeah.
Top
Just
tip.
laughing. Somebody who I know is coming to gig tonight and sent me a photo earlier on WhatsApp, and it were I'm not joking. It was like early morning. It were a left triple, you know, it gold label. It just said breakfast.
What's going on
That
in
way.
here?
Literally breakfast. That's all it said. Just a photo. It just said breakfast. That's all it said. Triple.
Yeah. Too far, Tony.
You're getting ready for your watermelon fizz, aren't you?
Yeah. So I bought from the Netto underneath the
Hotel.
hotel. Yeah.
Stayed above a net.
Well, Brandon got an Aperol Spritz, didn't you? In a can. Thought sounds pretty appealing, to be fair. Change it up a little bit. Yeah. We couldn't find him anywhere, could we?
So we walked around the shop about
I think he's got the
50
last
times.
one. So settled for a watermelon fizz. And
And a Paulana.
Arguably not as good.
cheap as chips.
Well, then again, it could be class.
Yeah, watermelon fizz.
We'll get back to you. We'll let you know on next week's episode.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about your juice box you bought yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my watermelon juice box.
It's got watermelon in it.
Yeah,
Big box.
it
like
was massive. It was 500 ml. This little juice box looked like a big kid. Going back to the younger years. You got a snap on it when you finish with it. Yeah.
How is it then?
Very good.
Nice. You feel like a kid again.
It's very sweet. Concentrated apple juice, sugar, bit more sugar. Not one bit of watermelon in it.
What we've been eating.
Cheese,
Cheese.
hummus, loads of hummus, tomatoes, loads of tomatoes.
You
You-
just
that's-
getting them tomatoes in the van.
I know.
You just cherry tomatoes, nibbling on them.
Munching on cherry tomatoes in the van.
Fair play to him.
Was that after you had... No, you didn't have the big Tom sauce at that point, did you?
Yeah, I bought it from the same shop.
So you had... Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You had tomato juice and then you were just eating
Cherry tomatoes.
I was like, you're going to turn into a tomato.
Well, I did yesterday actually.
Yeah, you did. You caught the stage.
Jerry the berry.
Cherry the berry.
Been
Honestly.
drinking a lot of wheat beer as well over
Yeah.
here, aren't we? This time round,
Yep.
which is nice. That pretty much concludes the European tour, I think. Today, tomorrow, and then we're home.
And then we're in Newcastle.
Yeah. Then we're in Newcastle on, Friday?
Yep.
And then Leeds
Yep.
on Saturday, and then big chicken dinner on Sunday. That's all you need to know about the European tour. We're having a good time. We're all safe. We're all well. He's got his watermelon fizz. Current affairs. Oh, I'll tell you what. Current affairs. Chris Eubank Jr.
I was just about to say.
The
we
Conor
missed
Ben.
that, didn't we?
Who watched that? We watched that. We made a beeline for an Irish bar. Got sat in there. Got a great seat, to be fair, didn't we?
Did we?
And we sat and watched that. What a fate. Just watched it back, actually, the full thing, because I think on the night we were saying, we didn't have sound on, and it were a really busy pub.
We had best seats in the house.
I felt a little bit too drunk to be watching boxing, but not drunk, but felt like we're on catch up watching that fight. So I've watched it back today. What an absolute scrap!
Meant
And they're supposed to be doing it again, aren't they? I don't know if they've announced it.
September, apparently.
What a fight!
It were alright.
You went out for Chinese, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, went out for Chinese.
Oh, it's Japanese.
Japanese, yeah.
I had ramen, miso, chicken ramen. You had
I think it was like a donburi.
whatever that is.
I know.
Donburi and some dim sum.
Yeah.
We just got fed up with chips, I think.
I might get some chips later. Steak and
chips.
Yeah. Steak and chips.
And a fried egg.
Nice little treat.
Yeah, not really been keeping up with the news. To be fair.
Senior turned up. Chris Eubank's dad. Also Chris Eubank.
Stupendous.
Liverpool's won
Smarty.
aren't they?
Ah, not talk about that.
Yeah, that's about it, really.
I don't think there's anything else really happening.
No.
Or if there is, let us know in comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, what have we missed?
What have we missed?
Grinding gears. I thought one other day.
I did. I turned round in van,
Forgot.
didn't I? Do you remember? I turned round and I went, that's what grinds my...
One.
When there's no Aperol spritz left and you're going to buy a watermelon fizz.
Yeah.
That grinds his gears.
No, grinding your gears. I suppose in Europe, not being able to go to the bar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
we
I'm having
struggle
that.
with that.
I'm having that.
We've had that a few times where you can't go up to the bar. They're like, no, sit down and we will come to you. But
Been a couple of times I wanted to pay as well.
because
and
we're in a
they're
rush.
Like yesterday, that guy was like, "Yeah, you can pay after I finish my beer." It's like, we need to go. We've got a gig to play.
I mean, bless him, he'd been at it all day, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, it might have just started.
I'm on fence with it. I like it, and I like it. I think if you've got time to relax, it's quite a nice thing. Where it's just
Yeah.
like their way of doing it is like, take your time. I'll come to you, which is good. But like I say, when you're in a rush and you're trying to scull a pint and then jump on a scooter. In fact, we were pretty close yesterday, weren't we? Cutting it fine.
The lack of choices in you know, when you're on tour and when you go into a services, the lack of choices in there, and then the choices you do have are just like extortionate.
Yeah.
Do you know, like
I thought another one straight away.
the food options when you're on road are pretty limited, and when you do find somewhere, it's like 10 grand.
Well, the price of Burger King.
Oh yeah. We're a kid in front of us
Ridiculous.
on thingamajiggy, what's it called? The
Kiosk, self-service.
I think he got a meal for him and his missus, and I think it was like 44 euros
Yeah, it
or
was.
something stupid. Just for I'm just thinking, geez.
That grinds my gears. Paying to have a slash.
Yeah, but they are nice.
What?
He prefers to pay.
I would actually rather pay to go in a really
Don't
nice...
point at me.
It's a debate. I'd rather pay to go in a really nice toilet than go in a really disgusting one.
Yeah, I would. But when you're touring across Europe, pretty much most places, France, Germany, Belgium, you've got to pay at these service stations. And the one you're talking about, which I do agree with you, what a one-off. That was just really pleasant.
It's such a nice turd.
It had a
Sprinklers.
it had a robotic toilet seat,
Yeah,
didn't
it did. Yeah.
which wiped it and span round.
It wiped it for you.
It's not bad, £1 an hour.
No, so I know what you mean. I would pay for that, but across the board you've got to pay, and 99% of these toilets are just a standard toilet. And it's all right if you're getting your money's worth, fine. But you know when you're just busting for a slash and you're trying to be quick and you're just thinking, oh, not another euro.
Yeah, you can't. Well, yeah. It is
That
what
grinds
it is.
my gears. I tell you another thing that grinds my gears: people who are drinking fizzy water. Who's drinking fizzy water? This is weird. This is natural. Listen to this. Should be no carbonation. Bit of carbonation there. There's a bit of carbonation there, and then it goes. The natural.
There you can see. Yeah.
Tell you what does grind my gears, it's just reminded me, because it's me who's doing it, putting all them stupid little codes in when I get to hotel at about 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
It takes me about 4 hours to get in. Then you've got this
Overnight
guy
watching over, so
saying, We've not been here before.
Well, we had, but I just didn't think we had that week.
Wait, tell that story about that 70 pence.
Oh my god.
No.
Tell it.
We stayed at
Oh, go on then.
this hotel that had a vending machine that had all your normal stuff and then beers at the bottom. And Alex didn't have enough change, so we went into the hotel room and there was a bunk bed and like a double bed at the bottom. I walked in and I was like, oh, I'll have the big bed, because I think last time he had the big bed. Then he was like, have you got 70 cents for a beer? And I was like, right, if I can have the big bed, I'll give you 70 cents.
Yeah.
So I got my wallet out, getting the 70 cents out, and I was like giving a kid money for a sweet shop. I was like, here you go.
€2, you can have my pillow.
Then he got his beer and he was happy.
Yeah, then had a nice sleep, and then nice and fresh the next day.
That was funny overnight. I was watching you and my dad trying to type that code in for ages. I was just sat down having a beer.
Yeah.
I went, it's like the worst game of Crystal Maze ever.
Trying to get in these little lockers, typing codes in.
You were at it for like 15 minutes. Put 'em up. That's the story, you know. Played a venue overnight, by the way. The in-house guy who's in control of basically sound and making sure you're not going too loud and stuff like that kept on going up to our sound guy, and he were on him making sure he weren't too loud, but he literally looked the spitting image of the Cowardly Lion off Wizard of Oz. My dad just came in the dressing room and he were going, put 'em up. And then that's just the thing now. I think we're just saying that all the time. So insert a little clip. He looked like this.
Put 'em up. Put 'em up. Which one are you first? I'll fight you both together if you want.
Right, everyone, this is a new music section where we all tell you a tune. Mine this week is Gang of Youths, Let Me Down Easy. Great tune. I love it. Loved it for, I don't even know when I first heard it, but it's one of them tunes whenever it comes on, you've just got to listen to it all. It's an absolute belter.
Yeah.
Good tune. Very good tune. Mine's a bit of Strokes, that.
Mine this week is a bit of swing jazz. As bit obscure, but we were in Berlin the other day, and when we were sat out having our dinner, there was some dance lessons on, weren't there? And they were all dancing to swing. Yeah. So I'm going to go with Perry Como and Papa Loves Mambo, or Mambo, not Mamba.
Nice.
Insert clip. Right, my tune. I couldn't think of it last week. I was put on the spot. I'm going to go with James again because I found the song I was on about. It's on that Girl at the End of the World record. A song called Catapult. Great song. Good vibe. Check that out.
Great album.
My song this week is by Royal Blood. Always love Royal Blood. And it's a song called Supermodel Avalanches. Really good song. It's off the last album they released, but it's the deluxe edition, so it's not actually on the proper album. So it's probably a song that most people don't know about, but I think it's my favourite Royal Blood song.
Nice.
So check it out.
Sweet. What we got coming up? We normally do fan questions. We're going to leave it this week as we've got some technical difficulties, but we'll do a load next week. So send in your questions. If there's anything you want to know, anything, get in the comments and ask away, and we'll answer them.
We'll do an extended
anything about
one.
the tour.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anything. So obviously we're playing a gig tonight.
Yep.
We're going to Paris tomorrow. We're back, and then we are in full UK mode, so UK and album mode. So this is where it gets, the heat goes up.
If you're
82.
wondering, as I'm sure you are, we are on fire at the minute, aren't we?
Oh yes.
We are on fire.
Yeah, so if you ain't got a ticket, get a ticket for the UK tour, because it's going to be
great.
It's going to be unreal.
Oh, that'd be great.
It's a big, great night.
What else we got coming up?
Album.
If you haven't grabbed a copy yet,
now's the time.
get behind it. Pre-order a copy. CD.
Bundles are flying.
I was
got
just about to
bundles.
say how much vinyl we've been selling in Europe is frightening. So if you do want a vinyl of the new album, get it pre-ordered, because we've only got so many of each variant. I think the picture discs are near enough gone, so if you do want a picture disc, get one ordered if you're watching this and you ain't got one, and you do want one.
And if you don't know what it looks like this.
Insert. And if you don't want to, if you don't know what a bundle looks like, insert that as well.
So yeah, get behind it any way you can help us. And if you don't want a vinyl, don't worry. Get a cassette, get a CD. Cassettes, I think they're making a comeback.
Do you remember what they look like?
Yeah.
So that's what we've got coming up. Just a load of tour stuff and...
In stores, we've got...
Oh yeah,
stores.
we're going to a load of record stores where we'll be able to meet you and sign your records. When they're album week, aren't they? I think they're album week, yeah.
We've done them before and they're absolutely class.
We love them. Get behind us. If you've got the album, thank you. Just keep sharing stuff on socials. It goes a long way. Don't cost you out. And yeah, it's going to be a wild ride come the 16th.
Yeah. It's going to be the best tour of an album ever.
Yeah, it's going to be mint. So get behind it, everyone. Get behind the album. Get behind the tour. We're buzzing. It's going to be class.
It's going to be stupendous.
So, like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments in there. And what we got? What group have we got, Trent?
What?
WhatsApp group.
Oh, yeah, we've got a WhatsApp group. So I'll put a QR code on screen. Now scan that and join it.
Stick it in comments.
No scammers.
Put a link in the comments. So.
Get involved. We've got a nice little community building, so be a part of it.
Find out first. And we're also on tour with Cusp, by the way, the support band, so check them out. Great band, great lads. Right, everybody, that's been episode 27 of the Sherlocks podcast with myself, Alex, Brandon, and Troy Deeney. We'll see you all next week for more fun and games. Brought it.
Like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments below.
Do it.
Bye.
Bye.